Hey guys, this is Jasmine. Today I want to talk about why we use raindrop oils and why we put it along our spine and on the bottom of the feet. Now before I go on, I have two things to tell you. First of all, I don't know how to make this video 5 minutes because I have a lot of information to share with you. And so pull up a chair, you can stop and listen as you go. The number two is raindrop is my passion. I've learned to use these oils and on the raindrop technique on my son close to 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. At that time, we were going through a lot of emotional difficulties in our family life. And my son has an early stage of scoliosis, so his spine was pulled in two separate directions. Cut a long story short, that's when I started using this series of oils, and I have seen amazing results on my own child as well. And I am now a fully certified CARE instructor, so I teach raindrop for a living, along with harmonic work, color lights, tuning forks. This is my jam. So there you go, put up a chair. Okay, so what is the raindrop series? Raindrop, you can get it in a kit called the Raindrop Collection, and it has 9 different oils. It starts off with Valor, and then oregano and thyme, and then you have basil wintergreen marjoram, and then you have cypress, and you have aroma seeds and peppermint. So this whole series of oils will make you smell like Italian pasta or a turkey, or marinate you. But these oils are super amazing. At the end of this video, I will attach a flyer that I've put together. It gives you information of what this is and why the bottom of the feet, as well as information on each oil, why we use that. So first of all, let's talk about the bottom of the feet. Why do we put oils down there? First of all, the bottom of your feet, the skin is very thick, so you will have no problem with hot oil, whatever oil. You won't burn your skin. Same thing, if you put the same oil on top of your skin, it will burn. So oils like oregano and thyme, wintergreen, peppermint, marjoram, they are hot oil. So you don't want to put it on your face, but you can safely put it on the bottom of the feet. Then when you put an oil on the bottom of the feet, I'm not sure if you could see this, but you could print it out later on. On the bottom of the feet, there's many vital flex point, which is very similar with reflexology point. So this point have nerve endings that is connected to the spine. And then from our spine, let me just grab a spine. From our spine, there is nerves ending that is connected to our internal organ as well as up to the brain. So really, when you put oils on the bottom of your feet, you are bringing a lot of benefits to your body. And each part, different part of the feet, it is connected to different part of your organ. The rule of thumb is you draw your waist in a straight line. Anything above the waist is your chest and up. Anything below is your chest and down. So what is chest and up? Your lung, right? Your heart, those are chest and up. What is below? It is your digestive system, your internal organs. So same thing with the bottom of the feet. You draw a line right along the 5th metatarsal bone, just around there. Anything that is up is your waist and up. So your chest. So your chest will be around here. Your heart will be on the left foot, which is around here. Anything that is below the line is your waist and down. So then all your pancreas, kidneys, and your colon, your sigmoid colon, all of this is below. So let's say if you want to apply digest for the digestive system, you really don't have to put it on top. You just have to draw the line and put it in the bottom. But you know what? Sometimes it's so confusing. You don't know what is what. So the rule of thumb is just put it on the bottom of your feet and call it a day. Okay, so let's jump into the raindrop oils. Out of these 9 oils, they actually target many specific part of our body in a very powerful way. First of all, we start off with Valor. Valor has a nickname. The nickname is chiropractor in the bottle. Not that you can replace a visit to the chiropractor. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what it does is it balances your electrical and structural alignment of your spine. It helps relaxes you. The blend Valor was actually taken from a history book where Gary actually saw that. It is from the Roman soldiers. So back then, in the military strategy, the more soldiers that you have, you will win the war. Why? Because all the soldiers are going to die. They're going to pile up and they're going to die. So these soldiers, the night before they go out to die, they know they will probably have the limb cut off, head chopped off, and they're going to die. The Roman Empire, they put a bunch of different ingredients in a hot tub. And when they soak into the tub, they get this courage that they were willing to die for the country. And a lot of times in our everyday life, your spine might be crooked, you may have respiratory issues, sleep problems, stress, heart palpitation, insomnia, or so on and so forth, right? It could be that they have so much that's going on in our life. We need the courage to face it. Because if we don't have the courage, we might resort into hiding or lashing, right? We want to find a balance. So when Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, he developed Valor, he has that in mind, is to align our spine where all this connection is connected and give us the grounding and give us the courage. And whenever you use an oil for something that will really propel you to face life, you want to start with Valor and end with Valor. So that's why Raindrop Technique or the Feelings Kit or the Freedom Kit or the Reconnect Kit, you can see all the kits that we have always have Valor. So Valor, you can get them in 2 different bottles. This is the Valor where Rosewood was out of stock. But guys, for the same price, you can get this Valor that has the shoe on. This Valor here has Rosewood. This is the original recipe that Gary had. So if you haven't tried this Valor, you owe it to yourself. It's so it's sweet, it's calming, it's grounding. Oh, it is very full of courage. The day without Valor is the day that is different. I use Valor on a daily basis. So let's talk about Raindrop Technique, okay? You could put a drop of Valor, okay, put it down, and then put it on the bottom of your feet. I will say 1 to 2 drops on each foot, okay? Always right foot first, then left. So I'm going to go through the oils, and all the oils, you do it layering. 1 oil at a time at the bottom of your feet. Valor first, and then I will go through the series with you. And after that, you put it on the back. So you can see that all my Raindrop oils, it has a roller. So what works is you can get this roller from Young Living. Please don't get it from Lazada or Amazon. You know why? Do you see here? There's a little hook that goes along here. It's like a little spoon. It will hold up, don't quote me, I may be wrong, but I think it's 1 teaspoon of oil. So your oil will never drip. These balls, I probably have used them close to 5 to 6 years. When I'm done with it, when the bottle is empty, I just open it with the lid and I put it in the next bottle. I never have to buy another roller. But I have bought rollers from the Amazon and other companies before. You know what happened? The whole balls falls out. So all my oil spilled. I don't care about the roller. I care about my oils. So now I told myself I will never buy roller from anyone else except the ones that you buy from Young Living. It's $1 each. You buy in a pack for 10. My gosh, the best $10 that you could ever invest in. So I have these oil bags that I put my oils in, just like that, all 9 of them. And this is my raindrop oil. I use the raindrop oil on a daily basis. So you start off with Valor, you put it on the bottom of your feet and you rub it. And then you go with oregano and thyme, and I'll go through the oils with you. And then after that, if you have someone in your family that is willing to do this, you have them roll the oils in the same sequence on the spine from the bottom up. You're bringing your spinal energy up to your brainstem. So from the tailbone up, and then the next oil, and then the next oil, and the next oil. And after that, they can rub it in and have a little massage. Now, for some of us who doesn't have someone to put oils on us, I have these sticks that I made from Taiwan. Actually, I have about 100 of them coming. If you are interested with the stick, you need to send me an email or a text or a comment, or I don't know how you're listening to this video. You can send me a message. I can see if I could get one to you. I don't remember the price, but I'll get back to you on that. So basically, you just put the oils in and then you could roll them up. Okay? Or you can make your own stick. Just get the oils on. All right. So let's talk about the series of the oil. We start off with Valor because like anything else, we want the alignment and we want the courage. It just, you know what? When you smell Valor, you will know it gives you that calming effect. We cannot jump into a way that we could put everything into order when we're in that hyperventilation, upsetting state. When you use Valor, you calm right down and then you're ready. Okay? And after that, we're going to use an oil, 2 oils that we're going to call that the dual. The dual is oregano and thyme. Okay? Oregano and thyme, if you look into the chemistry books, they are high in a constituent called phenol. Phenol is an oil that clears receptor sites. Okay, so what is receptor sites? What are you talking about, right? So in our body, there is 100 trillion cells, and every cells have receptor sites. And all these receptor sites are waiting for the messenger to deliver information, and they work like a lock and a key. So the lock is there waiting and the messengers are the key, and then whoop, they see each other, they go in, boop, they open up, and then they start working. So here's an example. Our pancreas, okay, to regulate our glucose level, all right? We need what messenger to help with regulating glucose? We need insulin. And that is a hormone. Hormones are messengers. Really, if you look at all the hormones, they are messengers. So all our messengers are actually floating in our body. Well, sometimes not, but in this case, type 2 diabetic, they have insulin floating in the body. But the lock is covered, the receptor sites are covered by toxin, bad habits, negative emotions, drugs, processed food, stinking thinking. All these things are covered. So now you have insulin floating in the body. Oh, they don't see each other. So now you have high glucose you could not regulate. What if we could clear the receptor sites? Clear it so that your messenger, the insulin's flowing, oh, they found each other and they open it, oh, they work. This is rejuvenation from the inside out. So oregano and thyme, they clear receptor site. This is the dual. And you will see some information on this flyer that I'm going to put up for you, okay? So you do oregano and thyme, and you roll it on the bottom of the feet. And remember, the bottom of the feet, it goes on to the nerve endings, up to the back, up to the brain, into the organs, right? And then you also put it on the back of your spine, directly on the spine. All these nerve endings goes into the organ. And there's a lot of microorganisms that are lodged along the spine. So if someone was be bitten by a tick that have Lyme disease, you never know about it until like 10, 20 years later. Where do they hide? They hide along the spine. They hide in the cavities of your mouth. So I personally, I love my Thieves toothpaste and I love my Raindrop oil on the spine. They are really amazing stuff. Anyways, okay, so oregano and thyme, you put it on the bottom of your feet and on the back of your spine. And to me, I envision this is like you know how in the older days when they have the foot soldiers in the battleship, and then they go into an island, and then all the soldiers holding the Canadian flags or whatever country you're in, they're holding the flags, they go, they're just going to frontier the land, they're going to fight, right? So when you put oregano and thyme on the bottom of your feet and on the back of your spine, you think of that as it's like, you clear the receptor site. Cool? And then after that, you do the trio. The trio is basil, wintergreen, and marjoram. Basil, wintergreen, marjoram specifically target the joint muscles and the bones. Okay, so the voluntary and involuntary muscles. So the involuntary and the voluntary, your heartbeat, your muscles, retraction and all, and your joints and your bones. So you applied it one at a time on the bottom of your feet and the back of your spine. And then after that, your next oil is actually Aroma Seeds in the Raindrop kit. But Aroma Seeds, it targets tight muscles. So you don't have to put it on the bottom of your feet. But when you put it on your back, put along the shoulders where the muscles are, your lower back where the muscles are, along there, and then just rub it in. Okay, so you don't have to put Aroma Seeds in the bottom of your feet, but you could put it on the back of your spine. Sometimes I like to replace that with Pan Away, with Deep Relief, with Cool Azul. I have another videos on all the oils to relax your muscles. If I can find it, I will link it so that you could take a look and some of the oils that you could help to relax your muscles. For me, Pan Away is the bomb. Pan Away works every time for sore muscles for me. And I can tell you right now, I can look into your eye, but I can't really see you. I look into your eye and I tell you, I have no pain. This is huge for me because I live in pain for many, many years. I can tell you right now, I have no pain. Anyways, so that's Aroma Seeds. And after that, you use cypress. Cypress, you use it generously on the bottom of your feet and on your spine. Cypress is an amazing oil. It targets the emotions of loss and grief, as well as is great for the circulatory and the lymphatic system. So anything to do with your blood circulation, your lymphatic system, cypress is your baby. In Canada, it's like $26 a bottle. Best $26 you can ever spend. So what is the lymphatic system? The lymphatic system is a system that goes along with the circulatory system, but they go and pick up the lymph. They picks up all the toxin in your body. Now, most of us, we have to take our garbage out. In Canada, we have once a week. There were times every Monday morning, I wake up and jump out of bed because I missed the garbage. Then now you have your garbage, actually not once a week. When I used to live in Barrie, it was once every other week. We do recycling every week, but your garbage is every other week. If you missed it, you have to wait 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, you have to wait 2 weeks to get your one bag of garbage out to the end of the driveway. So why am I saying this? Because all the toxins in our body, the blood flow, and then it goes out, and then it looks for all the toxins, and it brings it back to the lymph nodes. Where are the lymph nodes? Around here, along the collarbone, underarm, along here, back of your knees, around your groins, and then around your ankles. So it collects all the toxins, and you better not miss the garbage truck. If you miss the garbage truck, all these toxins are going to stuck, depending what city you live in. 2 weeks for me in Barrie, right? So cypress help to drain the lymph. So you can put some cypress on your lymph nodes and you walk. That is an amazing way to drain your lymph. So when you apply cypress on the bottom of your feet and you're applying it along your spine, you can put it on the underarm, neck, here, groin area. Amazing, amazing stuff. And it's not a hot oil. It's actually a very gentle oil. You can feel free to do that. And then finally, we're going to use peppermint on the bottom of your feet and then on the spine. Peppermint, if you didn't know, it actually helps detox the kidneys. And peppermint draws all the oils deeper in the cellular level. One thing why I chose Young Living essential oils, first of all, I chose essential oils because essential oils are generally really small in molecule. If you count the molecular structure, they are generally really 1 to 200 atomic mass unit. And it is oil soluble. Duh, it's essential oils, oil soluble. So when God created human, he knows that our brain is the main control center. So he wants to protect our brain. So he put something that's called the blood-brain barrier. It's a barrier to protect our brain. And a lot of things can go through to the brain. Anything that is above 500 atomic mass unit and it is not oil soluble, it will stop right here at the blood-brain barrier. So your herbs, your medication, all the vitamins, whatever that you take, stop right here. They have to use a technology called nanotechnology to bring it up to the brain. But naturally, essential oils are less than 500 atomic mass unit, and it is oil soluble. So what does it mean? It means within 22 seconds, when you use an oil, it goes up to your brain, and within 20 minutes, it goes into your bloodstream. Guys, this is phenomenal. There's nothing else on planet Earth that I know of that can work as effective. And why do I choose Young Living? Guys, if you have never been to a Young Living farm, you go back to the back of the line, you can't say, hey, Young Living expensive. I will buy those from the shelf and over the counter. I don't want MLM. I don't want pyramid scheme. Guys, it's not about making money. It's all about the purpose. All you need to do is to bring your whatever peppermint or lavender, smell it side by side. I don't even have to say a second word. You will know these are the purest oil that has nothing added to it and nothing taken away. That's why I chose this. I have all the choices. I can choose any company that I want. I don't own them. But I chose Young Living almost 11 years ago, and I have not been disappointed yet. So if you don't have oils from Young Living, please contact me, let me know. I would love to journey with you. So another thing that I want to address is a lot of people likes to put all this oil together and make it into a raindrop blend, right? You know, if Gary Young feel that raindrop should be in the bottle, he would call an oil called raindrop. Just like how we have oil like Melrose and Transformation, we have oils like Acceptance and Kids Power, Pan Away, Aroma Seeds. You know, all these oils, these are blends. This is many oils added together. But why is it that raindrop is in the kit and we applied it layering? Because when you layer them, you get the frequency of the oils that supports your internal organ. So, I mean, if someone who's elderly or little kid, they can't open 9 bottles of oil. Well, I came up with a solution. I have all my oils in the roller and I covered it. Well, in the past, I used to have the lid on every bottle. It's a pain in the butt to open up 9 bottles every day. So now I just don't use the lid anymore. I just put it all, line them all up in my little bag. You can get a bag from Amazon. I have some of these bags, and you just line it all, and then I close it and I put it inside my cabinet, away from heat, away from sunlight, and away from being in the extreme temperature. And my stick, this is how I travel. This is my traveling kit. And I use it on a daily basis. So when you put an oil, you layer and you layer and you layer and you layer, the frequency supports your system. Versus if you put this oil and this oil together, let's say if this oil has 100 megahertz and this oil have 150, you put it together, it counteracts it and you only get 50. But if you layer them one at a time, you get 100 and 150, you get 250. So that's why I layer it. But you know what? If someone who cannot open up 9 oils and you're in a hurry, oil on is better than no oil at all. So do your raindrop in a bottle, no problem. So anyways, 24 minutes. That's it. I'm going to end here. If you have any questions, if you would like to know more about raindrop technique, if you want to talk about it, just message me. I would love to journey with you. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.